serious mental disorders. Addiction drives users into chronic isolation, hopelessness, tearing families apart, weakening our communities. Ghana cannot afford to lose its youth to this silent epidemic.
Just like he took on the fight for Galamsey, this is more devastating than Galamsey. Because the day he comes knocking on your door, if he doesn't have money to buy the opiates, you must find the money to get by. And so you may not be the lucky one. He may be knocking on your door, and if you refuse to give him, he may use force to take it from you. So it is a glamour call to all of us.
For no reason. Then it comes at worse. So like, I just want to know what is like after we have the patient, what is if they go say you don't get the help.
He may move into another product that will be faster than the devil, because the devil I know is far more sophisticated than technology. They found new ways of doing a lot of things. They bring them through the form of aphrodisiacs. Today we have what we call ecstasy. A lot of people.
Interior. Honorable Ebenezer Telabi, he's the officer, Samuel Opare Head, Ghana Customs Laboratory, representing the Commissioner, Customs Division of GRA. Thank you so much for being here, sir. And last but certainly not the least, Jacob Opare Addo, he's the PRO GHS, represent launch, but reminding you that the taglines, the hashtag, as we put out all the information, comes from growth, not drugs. And the hashtag Ghana Against Drugs. Hashtag GAD, hashtag Ghana Against Drugs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring it home a little. At 7, unable to go back to school because he cannot get off that little red pill. Looking for different ways in which to feed his habits. Now relying on a life of crime. This could be anyone. This could be my brother, your son, your nephew. And this represents many Ghanaian youth currently figuring out what to do after touching one little red pill. Unknown to them, it was leading them down a destructive path. Many people do not understand that by taking one little pill, it will set you up and set you off the road you are hoping to become. So many young men and women are lost to a life that could be so much better had they said no to drugs. When the hashtag Wonim Red came on social media, it didn't come with a lot of crisis or a lot of agitation, but rather, to some accounts, a bit of just that. Instead of being worried about it, some people were making it into a funny hashtag. But that's something we're stopping today. Red is something that will destroy so many different individuals. And it starts with us taking a stand and saying no. We are saying no to making it a funny tagline. Saying no to making it a random issue happening in some part of our crowd, but rather something that could target every single one of us. Because as we all know, young people in different spaces, people who are mentoring, we have a responsibility to tell them that no means no. Red means stop. And it shouldn't be Wonim Red, but rather hashtag Red means stop. And that's why the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment is deciding to go on this campaign to ensure that we are all on one page. Pushing the hashtag.
Cheap and deadly drug in many people, especially in deprived communities. The problem is so widespread that a chilling phrase has emerged. Wonim Red, meaning, do you know red? A question that now symbolizes the growing crisis. Red 225 appeal lies in the intense euphoria it creates, followed by a deep, numbing calm. Users often enter a trance-like state, standing motionless for hours, aware of their surroundings. Group health risk. 225 was never meant for recreational use, and its abuse can lead to respiratory failure, heart problem. This can be fun. Youth Empowerment has stepped up to lead the charge, championing Red 225. the fight against this growing menace called Red through the Red Means Stop campaign. We are raising awareness, educating communities, and empowering young people to make informed choices. Red 225, originally meant as a strong algorithm, widespread and phrase has emerged. Event it creates, but by a deep, numbing calm, users often enter, translate, and most others unaware of their surroundings. A haunting image of addiction's grip and serious mental disorders. Addiction drives users into crime, isolation, and hopelessness, families apart, weakening entire communities. Ghana cannot afford to lose its youth.
Good morning, everyone.
Light.
Can you please turn on the lights for the media? Wonim Red. How many of us know Red? I believe a lot of us, in one way or the other, have experimented with one product or the other before. And like AJ rightly said, what the story she shared with us, usually it just begins with just one thing. A friend will mislead you. Somebody will tell you that, oh, why don't you try this? And the first trial is what will lead you to try the next. Because what they say is that that feeling you get the first time is always tempting. And the issue of drugs confronts all of us. You may not be the one abusing it. You may not be the one using it. But it can always get very close to home. And the effects are devastating. The Deputy Minister for Interior, the Deputy CEO for the Narcotics Control Commission, heads of the various youth agencies that are here, the NYA and the YE, our donor partners, the CIE boss, reps from the various ministries and agencies that are here to support today's effort. Reps from civil society who have gladly honored us to join us in this launch. Members of the media, young people who are watching us on various media platforms. Good morning to you all, and thank you for honoring our invitation. It is with a great sense of agency and commitment that we gather here today to officially launch the Ghana Against Drugs. Red means stop. A national youth anti-drug initiative that seeks to combat the rising tide of substance abuse amongst our young people. The Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment was created by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama with a clear mandate to address issues affecting young people holistically and ensure that young people are empowered not only with skills but opportunities, not only with skills and opportunities, but also with the necessary tools to enhance their civic engagement, leadership capabilities, and overall well-being. At the heart of this mandate is the fundamental need to safeguard the health and future of our young people. This gathering is not just an event, it is a clarion call to action, a collective commitment to safeguarding our youth's future and by extension, the destiny of our beloved Ghana. This is Ghana Against Drugs. Let me speak plainly. We are at war, not with guns or weapons, but with a silent, creeping epidemic that is stealing the dreams of young people. Opiates and other harmful substances are not just chemicals. They are thieves that have come into our various homes to steal the future of this country. Today, we take a decisive step to confront the growing threat to our young people. The increasing abuse of drugs, particularly the a tramadol-based substance commonly referred to as Red. This drug, alarmingly accessible due to unscrupulous individuals and glamorized through social media and pop culture. And the notion out there, like what AJ said, is instead of us speaking up against it, it's become like a fun thing. So we rather make fun. And it's become something among young people that is cool for you to use one drug or the other. So if in certain courts you are not using drugs, what they say is that on your guard. I want to tell young people, drugs does not make you guard. It rather destroys you. As a nation, we cannot stand by idle and witness the erosion of our youth's promise and potential. The Red Means Stop campaign is not merely about raising awareness, it is about saving lives. In collaboration with Entertainment in Ghana, we are launching this initiative to directly combat the red epidemic and other harmful substances permeating our communities. Our mission is clear: to educate, empower, and mobilize Ghanaian youth to make informed, drug-free choices that safeguard their future. The gravity of this situation is underscored by the alarming statistics. Reports indicate a significant rise in tramadol abuse among Ghanaian youth. And when the Deputy Minister for Interior spoke about the secondary schools in the north that they pulled in and saw that about 64% of students at that level are using one substance or the other. Let me share with you that today, from what we found out, our tertiary institutions have become epicenters for the abuse of these substances. According to the Ministry of Health, nearly 13% of Ghanaian youth consume alcohol. And if you know the youth bracket is between 15 to 35. And so the total population is 13 million. So if 13% are using alcohol, 17% are using one marijuana substance or the other, from the brownies, the cakes, and what have you. This is alarming, and we cannot sit idle and do nothing about it. We are yet to get the statistics for Red. I believe this marijuana is 17%. Maybe Red will be at an alarming high. The Red is not just the substance, so there are various other substances. We are using Red to stand in for all the various substances that young people are using. The Narcotics Control Commission has expressed concern over the recent surge in the substance abuse-related disorders, particularly among the youth, highlighting the urgent need for this intervention. We acknowledge that no single institution can win this battle alone. Therefore, we are forging a robust coalition of government agencies, youth groups, traditional leaders, religious bodies, educational institutions, and community organizations. Together, we will amplify our voices, extend our reach, and unequivocally declare that there is no future with substance abuse. To the youth of Ghana, my message is both simple and urgent. Your dreams are too valuable to be sacrificed to drugs. Your potential is too precious to be squandered on fleeting highs. So you will get high for 10, 20 minutes, and then you come back to rest. Don't sacrifice that future on that 10, 15 minutes of getting high and getting excited. The campaign will focus on 3 pivotal pillars. 1, education, providing accurate information on the effects of drug abuse and dispelling the myth surrounding substance like Red. 2, empowerment, equipping our youth with tools and support necessary to resist peer pressure and make positive life choices. We have tasked the National Youth Authority to use their platform and their resource centers across the country to support those who have already been caught in that web so that we can put them through a rehabilitation program. And also, once we rehabilitate them, as part of the National Rehabilitation Program, we will give them the needed skills that they need so we can reintegrate them back into society. Engagements. We intend to partner with stakeholders to deliver community outreach programs, school talks, and digital campaigns to disseminate our message far and wide. We don't intend to let this press launch or media launch remain in this room. We are coming out with a program, and now we need all our partners to join us. The National Youth Authority, together with the military, including the YA, and driving all the agencies on board. We will visit every region, every constituency, and make sure our folks stand there, campaign, preach, and make sure that everybody gets to know this. And it's not just going to be a road talk, but we know that a lot of young people are also active on social media. So we'll leverage on our various social media platforms to spread the message of red means stop. We'll also encourage the various media houses. We don't have the money to pay, but just like you took on the fight for Galamsey, this is more devastating than Galamsey. Because the day he comes knocking on your door, if he doesn't have money to buy the opiates, you must find the money to get by. And so you may not be the lucky one. He may be knocking on your door, and if you refuse to give in, he may use force to take it from you. So it is a clamor call to all of us. Every individual who means well for Ghana must join in this fight and this battle to make sure that the message of red means stop gets to every corner of this country. We are not here to judge or condemn. We are here to guide, support, and open the doors to a future where every young Ghanaian can thrive from change from the burdens of drug abuse. I implore all present today to carry this message beyond this box. Share it in your homes, schools, places of worship, and communities. Let us be the generation that emphatically said no to drugs and yes to a future filled with opportunity and hope. Together, we can break the cycle. Together, we can protect our youth. Together, we can proclaim with one voice that red means stop. To every young person listening to me, hear me clearly. Your dreams are not meant to be dimmed by addiction. Your strength is not meant to be drained by opiates. Your future is not meant to be stolen by drugs. You are made for more. Stay clear of the distractions that destroys and stay focused on the path that leads to success. I believe in the Ghanaian youth, and I believe that with a common resolve, we can fight this menace and win the war against drug abuse. Thank you, and may God bless us all. And when we say red, red means stop. Thank you.
The Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, Honorable George Opare Addo, a man who has the youth at heart, a man, the committees that are going to be going around to ensure that we're able to put a stop to this menace. We will officially open the floor. We have some microphones located on this side and as well on the left and on the right, and we'll take brief messages.
And you know, with the alarming state of the opioids, I want to find out what are they doing to equip the rehabilitation centers and programs in the country to effectively help curb the addiction and also help them in the rehabilitation journey.
Thank you so much for that.
I'm Khalid. The question I want to ask is simple. We started this campaign on social media, and we've seen it being amplified by the Ministry of Youth. I think it's a very great initiative. But I want to ask, how are we going to get the message to the streets? I mean, I saw when we posted the artwork, people were saying the people doing the drugs on the streets, how are we doing it at Marriott and all that? How are we going to get the people on the street? And those that are already taking the drugs that have gone deeper into it, that are already addicts, how are you going to rehabilitate them and then ease them back into society?
Thank you so much.
The issue of rehabilitation. The Ministry of Health is here. I know there is a special task force in place on this for seeing this. At the Youth Authority, we have some rehabilitation centers. We've talked about to get it to work. So that I'll tell them we will do our counseling and see how best we can reintegrate them. I've also asked the Youth Authority that when we start the national rehabilitation program, everybody who goes through our process, those who are ready, those that we can use some skill sets to, so that we can bring them to society, and we do that. but I'll charge the Ministry of Health and let's allied agencies to see how best their rehabilitation centers can be properly equipped. Well, the numbers are going to increase because of the number of people in the street that are using this substance. Khalid, if I'm not mistaken, his concern was about why we are launching here and not in the streets. Khalid, we don't intend to remain here. We should do the launch somewhere. That is why we are launching here. Once we are done, when I was speaking, I said we intend to do a nationwide tour. I'm sure those of you who know that I go into the ghettos very often. And so I know almost all the ghettos in Accra and beyond. Same with the National Youth Authority boss, same with the man who works at 5,000, 5K men and 3K women. So we intend to go everywhere. We don't intend to remain in large offices or conferences like this. We will take the campaign to where the drugs are. The epicenter currently are in our tertiary institutions, our universities, and we'll be going there. Our secondary schools. If you listen to the Minister of Interior, only 6 schools profile in the northern region. About 64% of them, one way or the other, are experimented in one drive or the other. And so we will not remain in our offices in Accra. This is more serious than the fight against drugs, because this affects the human resource of the country. And without our human resource, we have no gun. And so we are going to get to the heart of it and make sure we do finish right. And then the last one was from the NDC man, I think he said he's the NDC. And so we find him and then there's a strategy I led in when we were campaigning. And so we would like to work on that campaign platform. I'm struggling to believe that things will work in getting into the ghettos and simply to those who are. We know where they are, and so we'll get there, especially even in the streets. In the evening when you drive past Circle and other places, you see them. And so we will be getting out of there. What we require is resources. So I development partners who are here. Wherever the little resources are, don't put it all into development, skills training, agriculture. This is the human resource we need, and we must safeguard that human resource. So, Madam MP, the one on Kamago, there are people that are speaking. Please come down.
Most of the grassroots ghetto forest, they are foreigners. These sharp people were then Malik, who see them going instead of basket, going around. So what I'm suggesting that we need to have a task force. Because we know that the ghettos are because that's our job. So we need a task force to go down to the lake and then hold these people responsible because what is going on is going to be danger and then we need to stop that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Yes,
it's a very new system. It affects your resources, your capacity to function as a human being. So I believe we should stop this right from the onset. I started the company on Twitter earlier this month because I saw that the dangers was going beyond expectations. It was becoming a funny trend and people were just hopping on it and encouraging it. I believe it's not a good thing. Red means stop. We have to stop drug abuse in all forms, not just red, tramadol, and we need to stop. That's all we need to stop. Because the human resource is very vital to the growth of this country. Thank you.
I'll call on the Honourable Minister to answer the last two questions. Sorry, last question.
Then it comes out worse. So like I just want to know what next, like after rehabilitation, what next for them? Because if they go there and don't get the help and they get abandoned by the government or whoever takes them there at the end of the day, what is next for them? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
My name is Rob from CU. It's a bit close about finance and business stuff. So my question is, we limit the statistics of the negative or financial consequences of what has happened to like many times. Then I know you were talking about reaching out to you. Could you say that
Could you please elaborate?
Even 18 years old,
James, you guys
and I lost my calls because of this. The investment that would have gone to write the education. Today, basic education is free. Secondary is free. President Mama is making first-year tertiary education free and so you can imagine the
importance of this event is and this movement.
I'm here for one reason. Yes, simply because I'm losing my men. And it's disheartening that on a daily basis, people go down the drains. A lot of bright futures have been shattered. It's unfortunate. Many people I knew today are simply getting addicted to a lot of these very uncommon drugs. I think that we must collectively set up, draw the lines into full action. I know the devil, and I know how the devil operates, and I'm confident that if we come together and we stand together, we shall defeat the devil. I gave examples that back in the days, many years ago, we knew of weed, and the only drug that was very common in the system was weed, Indian hemp. But today, we've had shocker, we've had raffinol, we've had helmet, we've had push, and there was the latest one that was mentioned by the guy who spoke, the ghetto president. I mean, so many different drugs. We had tramadol, and we fought against tramadol. Today, the devil has become more sophisticated, and just as we think we are conquering him, he moves into another form. I believe strongly that just as we are conquering red, he may move into another product, and we must be faster than the devil, because the devil I know is far more sophisticated than technology. They found new ways of doing a lot of things. They bring them through the form of aphrodisiacs. Today we have what we call ecstasy. A lot of people are falling for it. We get into another form. And the devil takes advantage of our shortfalls. A lot of people, the truth is, a lot of people today want to over-impress in various forms. They're not limited to being impressive on bed. They want to impress in other avenues. And that's the channel the devil uses. So the devil starts from giving you drugs that you feel you would take to over-impress. And from there, you move into other ventures. Like I said, I will pledge the YEA support. I pledge the support of the 5K men. I pledge the support of the 3K women. I pledge the support of the fire rangers and the pork and hold apparatus. I pledge the support of the body caps. And together we shall go into the ghettos and swing the streets and bring an end to red and drug abuse. Wonim Red will come to an end.
Thank you very much, Malik.
Launching the Red Means Stop campaign. This is a campaign against the abuse of all substances that will not help young people of this country. When we say red, all we are saying is that stop the abuse of every drug. Ghana can do better. Ghana needs young people in the best frame of minds to be able to help in championing the development of this country. Drugs have no place in any young man's life. Drugs only destroys you. Drugs do not make you grow, they retard your progress. And so we are calling on all the good people of this country, join us in this fight. Let's wage this battle together and let's make Ghana a drug-free society. This battle can be won when everybody puts his hands on the deck. I believe strongly that the Ghanaian youth is resilient, the Ghanaian youth is discerning, and with the right infrastructure, with the right advice, with the right platform, we can and we will eradicate drug abuse from this country. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, some tinting, but we will try to tinting and say, I say, my chairman, and I'm some say, oh, yeah, grant, you may be always so fancy. So I can say, it was a be a free bar and entity. Maybe they're free bar, yes, you are not the Irish, but it's ring of a nice and good. There was uncle who is who asked people who's Sabia Brandy, approach but also the homes that you're fan to if you are throwing shots, be ready to receive shots. It will receive one way now when you win on me and silent. I don't pass or boy, many don't pass really.
Yeah, that's all the answer.
The child, the chat, if you have some complaints, and you get water.